Good morning, guys. My name is Brian Alsruhe, and welcome to Barbells and Bushcraft, more specifically the Tiny Log Cabin Build, episode 6. I believe we're on 6. Either way, we're getting to a point where the walls are actually starting to look like walls. If you weren't able to get the perspective, those logs are pretty big diameter. The biggest ones are around 15 inches all the way down to maybe 11 to 12 inch diameter. So really I'm looking at maybe 1 or 2, probably 2 more courses. And then it's gonna be ready to start the roof, which I am in master trouble with because I have no idea. If you guys did not know, if you're watching this for the first time, I don't know what I'm doing. I have some pretty bad diseases that I'm trying to recover from, and I'm using this cabin build to teach myself with nothing but hand tools, patience as well as healing, and just trying to do good things. If you're wondering why it's so small, it's because it is either going to be like an emergency survival shelter / wood store. It could be a possible writing shed. It could be a lot of different things, but it's not something I'm going to be living in. That's why there's no chinking between the things. I might add that later, just stop any draft whatsoever, but it's fitting pretty tight anyway. And for what I'm going to be using it for, I'm just trying to keep most of the weather out, not all of the weather out, because it's not like I'm living in there. Also, I needed to talk to you guys about this tree. Well, almost every single log that you guys saw laid here today was from this one tree. However, this tree was super dead. I started chopping it on the face. I started taking the notch out, and I started hearing like weird noises. It sounded like almost like stuff was crawling inside, almost like little bugs were crawling inside the tree. And I literally stopped like 3 or 4 times trying to figure out what in the heck that noise was. But what it actually ended up being were fibers just popping, right? Because as I got further and further in notch, and I guess the tree started giving a little bit more weight, it was pretty much a pipe. It was like hollow. And so when I took the one side out, it started cracking. And literally once I started hearing the cracking, I just got the heck kind of away from it and waited about 2 minutes. And before you know it, you guys see exactly what happened. So I'm actually very, very thankful that I was using an axe to fell that tree instead of a chainsaw, because if I was using a chainsaw, I wouldn't have heard those little noises, and that could have got pretty dicey pretty fast. So very, very happy about that. However, if you guys hadn't noticed, I have a lot of logs sitting around in the background, and those are all going to be used for when I'm trying to build up to the gable. Those were originally going to be the size logs that I plan on using. However, when I laid the first course of logs, they were bigger because I had a couple big logs, and then I realized you can't really make a massive jump from a larger log to like a couple inches smaller because you cut too far into it. It does not work. So I pretty much painted myself in a corner and now have had to walk around and find more dead trees. As you guys can tell, all the trees I'm using are absolutely dead, and some are a little more far gone than I would actually like, kind of like this one. However, I'm unwilling to kill a bunch of trees to learn this skill, and that's also why it's so small at first. If I choose to build like a real log cabin later, I will be using live trees, or I'll girdle trees and then come back a year later and fell them and let them dry, and so that it will actually be of good quality wood construction. This, if I mess up, I'm just messing up with firewood, so I'm not that concerned about it. But the hard part is that when you're choosing dead trees, it's not like you can just walk around and be like, that tree's good diameter, it's nice and straight, that's a perfect tree. You take what you can get, and sometimes those trees are a little bit crooked, sometimes they have big Ys in them, sometimes you're dealing with different stuff. So that's why maybe it doesn't look quite as pretty as it should, but I'll be honest with you guys, it is going so much better than I ever thought it would have, that I think is the most beautiful thing ever. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry, you can stop watching, but I like it, and literally every single day, at the end of the day, I look at it, I'm like, man, I can't believe like this happened with nothing but like an axe. So yeah, I am just so thankful. This morning is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to all of you who celebrate Thanksgiving. Guys, if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, it's just an opportunity to really look at your life and think about things that you truly are grateful for. And I know in 2020, there's a lot of people, a lot of problems, and a lot of bad things happening, but guys, don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have. Don't focus on what you can't do. Focus on what you can do. Make the best of a bad situation, because, I mean, we're all in this together. No one's getting out of it alive. Don't take things too seriously, and go hug your loved ones, because you don't know if this is the last opportunity you're going to get to. There were a couple scary times this past year where I did not know whether I would see Thanksgiving, see Christmas, things like that. I didn't know if I was going to make it. And I've had some family members who either didn't make it or almost didn't make it. So please, like, if you do yourself one favor this Thanksgiving, just go to some loved ones, call a friend, call someone that you need to talk to. Just tell them that you love them, tell them that you're thinking about them, tell them that like they mean more to you than they realize, and you just want them to know in case anything ever happens. So guys, I thank you so much for joining me on this build. I hope it is entertaining for you. Hopefully in the next episode, we're gonna start looking at the roof. I really don't know what to do. If you guys do want to leave in a comment section down below, I was going to do a sod roof originally and do like ferns, because as you guys see in the background, there's ferns everywhere all over the property. And I was going to kind of do that. However, after thinking about it, I think I'm going to do cedar shakes. So give me your opinion. Some people think I should do metal corrugated. Some people think I should actually like use a chainsaw and go to the Alaska mill and make myself some planks, but I'm really trying to stay away from anything that is not a hand powered tool. And to be honest with you, after I sawed through that one log to get the very base layer of the cabin, if you guys watch that episode, it took me 6 hours to get through one log. So that means it would be like 12 hours for one board, and I'd probably need many boards to do the roof in that manner. So I'm not interested in doing that. So I think cedar shake is probably the way that I'm going to go, but I'm very interested if you guys have any experience with this or you guys have an opinion. I'd love to know it. So please just reach out. I thank you guys again so much for all the support, everything you guys are doing. I hope if you did celebrate Thanksgiving, it went amazing for you. I will catch you guys later in the week. Until I do go out to something amazing in your lives, keep working hard, people. Be nice to each other. Seriously, be nice. I'll see you then.